when my dad and I were in the kitchen, and he said, I had just left another job at another
Yeah.
practice. I
Right.
think it's time for you to start your own thing, which was huge because, before I had a conversation with my dad like the February,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a young dentist, and so he was definitely encouraging me, to get a little more experience.
Yeah.
Well, he said, I'm gonna get you the chair, and I was like, huh? So I was like, oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, we're gonna do this for real, for real.
Yeah.
And even just looking for somewhere to be, actually, I remember we were a couple of my family friends that were driving around, and we saw this one sign that had Remax call David.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to David from Remax, great agent.
Yeah.
And saw him, called him up, and he said that the place that I wanted was no longer available.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mark you, there was this place that where we are now. I had driven around in there before. There was no sign for rent, no sign for sale, no sign for nothing. Everywhere was occupied. And so I eliminated it completely out of my mind.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, Mr. David calls me like the day I was traveling off the island, I was going to my sister's graduation in the UK, and he
Mm-hmm.
calls me, Doc, the place that you wanted, it's now going to become available. You have to come in and sign for it now.
Right.
Well, I can't sign for it now because I'm about to get on a plane.
Right.
The whole time they're sitting, and I'm just like, wow, if this is God's will, when I come back, a place will be available. And
Mm-hmm.
so said, so done. I came back, I called him. I was like, oh, how can we start looking again? And he's like, looking,
Yeah.
you know, there was still an agreement for you to get the place, Unit 12, Barbican Business Center. I was like, what? It has been 2.5, I think about 3 weeks that has passed. And,
Yeah.
of course, I was off the island, so I thought the place had gone. So,
Right.
okay, God, this is really it. So, took the leap of faith, called up some suppliers, linked up with another colleague of mine to get some help in regard to setting up.
Mm-hmm.
God so had it that at the previous practice, I had met Chantal, and Chantal and I were in contact every now and then. And by
Mm-hmm.
the August, she messaged me and asked me, hey, how does the whole dental hygiene dentist relationship work? And I said, well, once you meet one, you have one for life, once they're a good hygienist.
Yeah.
As you know, the rest is history with Shan. And
Yes.
my mom is there with me. And as I mentioned before, my parents both together helped a whole lot with the setup. And
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, this was a God idea. So all glory to him, because I mean, I was just reflecting on Wednesday of just the goodness of God.
Yeah.
Like we survived a whole pandemic, and we are here, and we are loving what we do. We love our Pure Smiles family, our patients,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone that we come in contact with along the way. I mean, even meeting you, Chevauni, had Shannon and I were reminiscing on that on Wednesday also.
Yeah.
The first time you made contact with us to come on for Oral Health Month,
Yeah.
how, we had flashcards.
I know.
We were
Yeah.
like,
So
no
just
one.
thinking about it is so nostalgic, and I mean, it's like a whole circle, you know.
I know we had flashcards. We were so nervous, and we're
I
like, oh my
know.
gosh, Shivani Blair.
Stop it.
But even that is just goodness
Yeah.
of God. Because
And
I'm
so and
school.
so we shared together, and Shan was also on because I mean
Yeah.
you got busy at one point, and so Shan had to step in and to continue the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. Just having people um learning, because we'd come up with a topic every week. I don't know
Every
how you guys do it, but
every
it every week.
Yeah, we had a lot. Well, I love to research, so that's one of my favorite things to do. I guess a secret hobby.
Yeah.
Only those super close to me would know that. So, I get all of these research papers. I love to read the articles on dentistry, what's new in technology, and most importantly, I like to, well, the name at the time on Tuesdays, the segment was the healthy way. So,
Yeah.
I'm always talking to patients about their overall health. I love that.
Yeah.
So, what is it that they can implement in their lives, a lifestyle change to not
Yeah.
only their overall health, but with their smile, to transform their smile, build their confidence, grin them teeth, as you
Hmm.
say. And it I mean, so we found topics. I had a whole stash of them, you
Yeah.
know, and just general tips. It was pretty easy in regards to the general tips because, most days we have people coming in asking questions. So we were able to answer those questions in
Right.
for persons, to learn more about dentistry. So
Hmm. And so throughout the 5 years, you've seen roughly um I don't know,
over 2,000 patients,
over 2,000 patients.
right? We counted them. I don't remember the exact figure, but I know Shan had said 2,000 and something.
Wow.
So, I mean, even that,
Hmm.
it blows my mind.
Yeah.
And person has carried their unique flair,
Hmm.
and it has been a blessing because as you know, everybody is family to us.
Hmm.
Every person has a unique story. They just get in the chair and we don't just start, okay, well, open wide, how
Yeah.
many you have 10 cavities, okay, let's fill them, you have to pay X amount. No, we want to actually, what our vision says, to change lives.
Hmm.
And so, we build a relationship with these people. So to think that we've met over 2,000 people in our little 550 square feet of a space
Hmm.
is just mind blowing.
It's quite remarkable. And you really have to wonder, and you just pause and just say, "Wow, thank you." Thank God for the many blessings. The fact that He allowed 2,000 people to walk through your doors is just amazing. Uh,
And yeah,
mhm.
sorry to even cut you. And
No,
so
no.
I just remembered also as you were speaking is that, in the first year when I had started, I remembered, almost every establishment that I went to,
Mhm,
even with paying my taxes, they would
mhm,
say, oh, most businesses don't make it past 5 years. So,
mhm.
especially small businesses, they don't make it past 5 years. And to see us here
Yeah,
in our fifth year, going into our sixth, like God has been good.
yeah, yeah. I'm happy for that. Talk to us a little bit about the services that you provide, that you offer. Now, remind the folks.
Right. So we are a general practice, dental practice. And so we offer things like dental examinations, x rays. We do fillings, cleanings, root canals. We do extractions. We make dentures. And now, more recently, we have been venturing off into special needs, putting a focus on that because that is where our heart is. So we see a wide range of autistic patients anywhere on the spectrum. We also see any person with special needs, the elderly, also those who are limited in mobility and function. We
Yeah.
have ability for that. That was something that was very important from the start,
Mhm,
because definitely our desire as a team to see Jamaica build in
yeah.
regards to the disability, the persons with disabilities population. So, of course, I was very excited when I saw an upgrade to the act the other day. And, just knowing that they have access to all healthcare and
Mhm,
they have the right to all healthcare, including their teeth.
yeah.
Looking forward to see where God is going to lead us in that regard. And, He has already opened some doors, and we are loving our patients. We are loving all our patients. So that is what we offer at Pure Smiles, and an environment where dental fears are removed. Number one thing. And Chevauni can testify to
I
that.
know. So As you reflect on the past 5 years, what's something that has stood out for you? Something most memorable? Something that you never forget?
Wow. I mean,
Because I'm pretty sure there are quite a number of them.
there's so many,
Yeah.
but I mean, once again, going back to the conversation on Wednesday that we
Mhm.
were having with our team, reflecting, I mean, a huge moment. It just saw how God lined up something along the way. So we had this patient that came to us in 2018, and she had come in to do a procedure,
Mhm.
and she was fearful. She was an exciting character. And we didn't see her again until actually in her chair until 2020, the November. And in February, another patient comes in, and she had referred that person, and that person ended up being my husband today.
Ah, are you serious?
Yeah. So you
Yes.
know, so
Really?
it's mind blowing because it was from 2018. And I mean, even in that moment,
Right.
we were reflecting at that point in time because,
Yeah.
they were fixing up Barbican.
Yeah.
And, so we weren't getting a lot of walk foot persons coming in. So I was like, man, God, we probably need to change the location. We
Mm-hmm.
probably need to, branch out somewhere. And when I say God shut down every single door,
Mm-hmm.
to the point now that he blew my mind even more. My husband was working next door to me since 2019. Never
Oh,
met him until 2021. And so that was definitely a hands down memorable moment for me.
yes.
Um, just seeing how God lined that
Yeah.
whole thing up
Oh,
without, me even or any of us knowing, even without his sister knowing.
right.
Um, so that was pretty amazing. Um, Also, each anniversary when we celebrate, and I see, we go through our strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
And this year in particular, I was really in awe of just the growth of our team.
Yeah.
Have seen people come, we've seen people go, we have people join us and stay, and just seeing not only myself but Chantal and mommy also just mature and workers, and
Yeah.
just seeing how God has brought us together closer. And it's something that the patients also feel. And so, it's important for you to have a healthy work environment. So that is something that is also, I don't know if you'd say it's memorable, but it was a great
Mm-hmm.
moment for me this year in particular.
Right. I might add the environment is quite friendly. The customer service is top notch. It's just great. Just walking in the office is just an experience, a vibe. You feel as if you belong here,
Right.
and that's something that we don't see a lot in other business places and spaces. And you definitely have customer service on a high note at Pure Smile. So that's quite commendable.
Bless the Lord. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that's quite commendable. By the way, let me add the wedding was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All
Um,
glory be to God.
it was beautiful. So congrats again publicly, because since you mentioned that, let me just say congrats to you again, Mrs. Price, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Really, really nice. We're almost out of time. So remind the folks here at Unit 12 Barbican Business Center. You're online here across all the platforms. Give us all the details. Give us the number, how we can reach you. Any special going on, talk to us.
Yes. So you can find us Unit 12 Barbican Business Center, and that's on 88 Barbican Road. You can also find us online, Pure Smiles JA.
Mhm.
That's on social media platforms, and you can find us on the website at www.puresmilesjamaica.com. And as for specials, we have a 20% off all procedures except
Mhm.
for crowns, root canals, and dentures for
Mhm.
all our existing clients. So give us a call and book before October 31st, 2022.
Mhm.
So give us a call at 667
Yeah.
1694. Just realize I'm saying give us a call, no number.
So say the number again, 667
1694.
1694. Really, really nice. Congrats, my friend.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Chevauni, for having me. And shout out to all my Love 101 fans. We love
Oh, yes. As Ricardo is saying, God is good. He's in the chat.
you. God is indeed good.
So, catch everybody. Have a great weekend. Do enjoy. Keep
Good.
safe.
You get some rest over the holiday.
Thanks, a friend. Appreciate it.
All right.
Great.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye. That's Dr. Dana, folks. Yeah, Pure Smile celebrating 5 years. Can you imagine? Goodness. Yeah, really proud of them. Do visit them at Union 12 Barbican Business Center. Visit their website, Pure Smiles, right across the platforms. And yeah, they're good people. Yeah, we support good business and support people who offer great customer service. It's quite important that you go to an establishment and you feel like you belong, you know, and you'll definitely get that at Pure Smiles. It's Oral Health Month. Yeah. And so I had to um, bring my friend on again. So we started the conversation last week. So last week we spoke about well, quite a number of stuff we talked about last week. You know, talked about oral health is linked to general health. It's good for your well-being. We talked about drink more water, limit exposure time. Remember that diet and sugar-free doesn't necessarily mean healthy. You remember that? It's not because you go in the supermarket and it says sugar-free gum or you see no sugar biscuit. It doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy, right? So same way you go to your doctor, same way you must treat the dentist, right? Thanks again, Dr. Dana. Hey, Shan! Oh, she says, love the show, and she sent a heart. Really kind of you. You're tuned to Love 101, folks. It's the family station. Yeah, man. So we're going to celebrate with pure smiles all on vlog.